Regarding Intel processors, not only are these A9 and A7 equal to each other, but also the rest of the lower models are also actually the same processors. The entire 11th generation is based on the same chip. This means that if we configure the A9 of our motherboard so that its maximum turbo frequency is 4.9 and we deactivate 2 cores, we will have a chip equivalent to an A5. Not all these chips come out as well as this one. This is the best of all Intel processors. There are some that work better than others because the base material on which the processor is made, since they have small impurities. The manufacturing process is imperfect and not all chips are out as well as this A9. A9 is the best of all these, the Intel of this generation 11. Basically, the case is that it leaves the factory, and because in terms of frequency it goes within one model or another. This A9 is the best that it has been able to get in its factory in this generation. They are processors where the 8 cores work 5 with 1 and at least one of them reached 5 with 3, and they are rare in the sense that there are few. We think that the best opening for this A9 is the 7S5800X for several reasons. The first, it's the number of cores in the processor so similar in performance. What will determine the power of the processors is mainly the number of cores they have. The Ryzen processor most similar to the A9 is the Ryzen 7. The Ryzen 9 has respectively 12 and 16 cores. So it could be said that they are directly other types of products. Ryzen 9 and A9 only look alike in that 9, since the A9 is more expensive than the Ryzen. The Ryzen 7 is of the same capacity. It is less expensive than the A9. Although the 7 is slower than the A9. The second is the one that today Tartus recommends a Ryzen 7 processor for video games and for programs that need the medium processor's performance, such as video editing, but it's not the best processor for that. So like the gaming processors, a professional video editor needs a good processor. You will get much better results if you directly ignore this A9 and go for a 12 core and 16 core Ryzen. In short, the Ryzen 7 is cheaper than the A9. The A9 is faster than a Ryzen 7. Ryzen 9 has more cores than an A9. So the Ryzen 9 is faster than the A9 and it's better than an A9. The Intel processors are the same, but some have less impurities than others. The Ryzen with more cores are the same processor multiple times on the single chip.